This video is a visual companion to the quick guide that was packed in with your patient monitor. Refer to the printed quick guide for diagrams related to your monitor and placement of your clips or probes. Once your monitor has been unpacked, you can turn to the side to observe the ports on your monitor. Each port is color-coded to the extension cable that plugs into it, and each accessory only attaches to its own extension cable. Green is ECG, blue is SpO2, brown is temperature, red is invasive blood pressure, yellow is EtCO2/dual gas, and the silver port is for your non-invasive blood pressure tube. Any of these cables can be plugged or unplugged at any time. Looking at the front of the monitor, the power button must be held for several seconds to turn on or off the monitor. The yellow button is the alarm silence button. The button to the right is the snapshot button. And the last button activates your non-invasive blood pressure readings. If you do not wish to use the touchscreen, you can turn the rotary knob left or right to highlight a majority of options on the screen. Press in on the rotary knob to select the highlighted item. Your alarm light will be displayed in the upper translucent section of the screen once an alarm is triggered. The included printer is detachable and can be mounted on the side of the monitor. To allow printing, plug the printer into the circular port on the back of the monitor. Once the printer is plugged in, a print button on the touchscreen will appear. Your monitor comes with both 3-lead ECG clips and an esophageal probe for ECG and temperature in one. Both of these can be plugged into the ECG extension cable. Position the ECG clips using the following diagram as a reference. By default, your monitor will measure the respiration rate via the 3-lead ECG clips. When using the esophageal probe, respiration will have to be obtained using an ethco2 sensor. To use the esophageal probe, measure it against the patient to ensure it does not reach past the sternum. As the probe is inserted into the esophagus, observe your ECG QRS wave. Once your R wave inverts, you have gone past the heart. Slowly withdraw the probe until your R wave reasserts, then secure the probe to the jaw to minimize movement. Your patient monitor comes with 2 styles of SpO2 probe. The first is a classic Y-clip style sensor. It can be used on the lip, tongue, vulva, prepuce, webbing between the toes, or webbing behind the tendon on the hind leg. The other is a transflectance probe. While it can be mistaken for a rectal probe, it is designed to be used at the base of the tail. Fur may need to be shaved to achieve proper skin contact. Secure it to the underside of the base of the tail. You may also secure it to the inside of the thigh, the midline of the belly, or the back of the leg just above the pads of the feet. Both of these probes can be plugged into the SpO2 extension cable. Your monitor will include a selection of disposable blood pressure cuffs to monitor non-invasive blood pressure. Proper cuff size selection is vital to ensure proper blood pressure reads. Each cuff contains a graduated scale on the inside of the cuff. The index point on the leading edge of the cuff must fall within the graduated scale, or else the cuff is the incorrect size for the patient. When taping to the patient, the hose should align with the vessel you are attempting to measure. When on a limb, this will be the under or back side of the limb. The cuff must be at the same level as the heart for best accuracy. Cuff size must also be set in your monitor before reading. To set cuff size, tap on the purple-colored numeric box for your NIBP reads. Then tap Setup in the tabs above and select Cuff Size. If using a size 1 through 3 cuff, choose Small and select Large for cuffs that are size 4 and up. If you have purchased an end-tidal CO2 sensor with your monitor, you will need to ensure that the parameter is turned on before reading. To do this, tap the menu button at the bottom of the screen, and then select Display Setup. In this window, ensure that the ethco2 parameter has a green box next to the toggle to turn on the parameter. The following section covers mainstream ethco2. For instructions on sidestream ethco2, please contact service for any questions. When the sensor is first plugged into the yellow ethco2 port on the side of the monitor, the sensor will need to go through a warm-up process. The warm-up process will take approximately 60 seconds, and you will see the words "Wait for sensor" over your ETCO2 numeric box during the process. Once the process is over, the message will change to "Check adapter." You may now insert the airway adapter into the sensor. When inserting the adapter into the sensor, look for the arrow on the adapter and the arrow on the sensor. Insert the airway adapter so that the two arrows are pointing at each other. There are two sizes of adapter included with the mainstream sensor. The purple-colored adapter is for endotracheal tubes that are less than or equal to 4 millimeters. And the clear-colored adapter is for endotracheal tubes greater than 4 millimeters. Before attaching the sensor onto the endotracheal tube, the sensor should be zeroed. This will calibrate your sensor and adapter to the room air. For best results, please wait at least 2 minutes before attaching the adapter before zeroing. With the adapter connected to the sensor, place the sensor in a stable location with no air moving through it, and both sides of the adapter open to room air. Now tap on the ETCO2 numeric box on your monitor, and tap the Module Setup tab on the top of the window. Now tap the 0 button at the bottom of the window. The window will close, and a zeroing message will appear at the top right of the waveform window. Wait for this message to clear, and then proceed with attaching the sensor and adapter to the endotracheal tube. The dual gas module is a multi-gas analyzer capable of a side stream measurement of CO2 and one of 3 anesthetic agents: isoflurane, sevoflurane, and desflurane. To remove the water trap, pull the bottom of the water trap away from the unit. To install the water trap, place the two fittings in at a 45-degree angle and then push in from the bottom of the trap until a snap is heard. The airway adapter and sample line can be installed by plugging in and twisting. To mount the sensor, slide it onto the mounting plate on the back of the monitor. Plug the sensor cord into the yellow ETCO2 port on the side of the monitor. Before monitoring via the dual gas module, the gas parameter must be turned on within the monitor itself. Tap the menu button, then tap Display Setup, set the gas parameter to On, and exit the window to the main screen. Your monitor is capable of connecting to a desktop computer or mobile device over Wi-Fi using the BT-Link Next or BT-Link Next mobile software. To learn more about and download this free software, please visit bionetus.com/BT-Link Next.